Film photography, with its raw, unfiltered essence, has an irreplaceable place in the world of art. The moment captured on film is unique interpretation of the photographer's vision. The process of developing the film itself is a tactile and involved experience, bringing the artist even closer to their own work. In a world that's increasingly becoming digital, film photography stands out as a precious and lasting medium with an undeniable artistic value.
What's going on, everyone? Dev here, coming at you with another vlog. It's kind of chilly out here. Okay, so the biggest question of the day is film photography dead? And most people would probably say yes. But I believe it's actually making a comeback. A lot of people love the retro type of feel stuff nowadays. Like, you have the Polaroids made a comeback with the Instax cameras, and they even made the new Polaroid. So I believe film photography is on its way back. Like, you could still buy film and everything like that. You could buy cameras used. You can still go buy like the cheap disposable cameras in grocery stores and retail stores, big box stores. You can find those pretty much anywhere. You can find film online. You can find pretty much a lot of retro film equipment online. Just like the one I got. I know I've talked about this in the past, like really quickly, but this is a whole video dedicated to the film camera and starting the hobby, getting back into it. I'm still learning. I thought the batteries were dead in this, but apparently they weren't. But I bought new ones just in case they do go dead. Out here filming on my truck today, but we actually have to load this with film. There we go. This probably isn't ideal situation to put it on there, but you gotta learn to put film in when you're out in the field. I'll pull this up, slide this on. Doing this right? Don't know. There we go. Photo. There we go. Close that up. Now this roll of film, I'm going to take a few photos for beginning, and then I'll save the rest for when we go traveling and take some pictures. I'm going to buy a couple more film rolls. I might even look into some fancier film rolls. They got ones that like do only black and white. They have ones that have like cool effects to them. They have ones that replicate older style cameras. It's really cool and interesting to see how much they actually have. There's just one that's called like Cinema or something like that, and it's really cool. I'm going to have to get that and I'm going to show you guys because I find that really cool, really interesting. Like, this is something I'm really passionate about. I would like to incorporate in my vlogs a lot more. I know I need to do more traveling. I don't even know if this camera's even working. I won't know until I get the film in to get it developed. So hopefully it works, because that would suck if it didn't. Hopefully I put the film in right. Now this camera is actually, I got this camera off of eBay for 50 bucks. So it's not bad. And I was at the flea market the other day. You guys probably saw my video with the flea market. There's a lot of people that actually had film cameras there. So if I'm in need of another one, that might be a great place to pick one up. Yeah, anyways, let's get back to, is film photography dead? And honestly, to answer this question, I really don't know, because I've always thought about photography, getting into the photography business and getting like a big fancy digital camera, saving up money and buying a digital camera. I still want one, because then I could become a hockey photographer for the Firebirds, because they do offer that internship type stuff, which would be really cool and interesting. But I gotta get a new camera and everything to do that, because my one fancy camera broke. I tried fixing it, but I couldn't get it fixed because it was destroyed. It was just destroyed. Instead of going out and buying like a big fancy digital camera, I thought I would get a film camera and learn the art of taking photos. You know what I mean? Basically nowadays, you can take a digital camera, can basically set up a great photo shot for you auto mode. Like, you don't need to use manual mode. You can set up a great photo shoot just auto mode. Auto mode's great for vlogging, but when it comes down to the photography, I think your skills rely in you knowing the settings and how to do ISO and aperture and everything like that, how to set all that to get a great quality image. And then you have to know how to edit photos to get an even better image that you took. You can't really edit and you have basically one shot or one roll of film to get a great photo. And you don't want to use it up if you want to take a bunch of photos, because then that gets kind of expensive because you're going to need multiple rolls of film. Now, you can tell I'm getting like really excited about this. It's something I've always like thought of, like, man, like people are using digital cameras, but do people still use film cameras? And I just watched a video on Peter McKinnon, he got back into film photography. He used to do film photography, and I thought it was so cool. One of the biggest photographers on YouTube, who is all the new big digital cameras. He's a big ambassador for Canon, and he went back to film photography. So yeah, I thought that was really cool and really interesting to see a big photographer get back into film. Let me know down in the comments if you ever thought about doing film photography or are in film photography, and give me some tips down below. Share tips, let everybody know like what they can do to get into film photography, because I think it's cool. Now, I have heard that you can actually do video film photography. I don't know if I want to go that far, because that would be a lot of editing for the vlogs. Jeez, like I've seen people that have done that, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of filming, cutting, pasting, and then yeah, I don't know if I could do video film photography, but I'm pretty sure I could do photo photography. I don't really want to waste that film, because I want to actually get some better photos and not just take pictures of trees in my yard, because there's really nothing cool. Maybe I could take a picture of Babe behind me. Trees? No. I took care of one. Took a couple pictures of the pine tree behind me just to get a little feel for the camera. I gotta make sure I shut this off. One downfall of these old retro cameras is they don't shut off on their own. Like if you leave them on, if you leave a digital camera on, it'll shut off and close the lens and everything on its own. But with these, you have to literally physically shut it off. And that's what killed the batteries last time. Remember, my friends, get your foot out the door and explore. I'll see you all tomorrow.